Good morning! Well, at least on this side of the camera it is morning. It is 7:30, and if you live with the weather like I do, then you see an enormous change from yesterday and today. Yesterday, the birds over here were not able to fly from one spot to another because of the strong winds. It was enormous. So that is exactly why I decided just to stay on this spot and not to move. I went for the groceries, and today we are heading for the Kieler Canal, the Nord OstSee Kanal. First we will pick up some extra diesel. Of course we will go to Helgoland to fill up the tanks, but yeah, you know, I think from here it is another 5 days of driving, and with, let's say, 120 liters per day, I need 600 liters. And I have 200 over there, 150 over there, 150 here. It's not enough. And it is a little bit silly to strand just 10 nautical miles in front of Helgoland without any diesel. Help! Help! So we will pick up some diesel, and the guys over there are already up since 6. So I release the shoreline, the lines, and then slowly we go to the bunker station and we fill up, and then we go to the locks. So, care to join? Come on then, let's go! Also over there, nothing. Nice. We just have to change harbors. What a big difference. I arrived in shorts and now it is very cold, chilly. It's not freezing. So we change harbors. From this marina there is a second marina, and then we go to the Gemeinde harbor, the city harbor. And there is the bunker station. So the moment that we moor, we have the wind astern. Okay. And we will moor on port side because the fenders and the lines are there. Why do people say that they are on 1/6? This guy, perhaps you heard it. So he is making a call on channel 1/6, and then he says calling you on 1/6. Yeah, if I am on channel 12, then I do not listen to 1/6. I do not hear you. So why do you mention 1/6? Imagine that you live with your spouse and you say, I am calling you from the living room. You are in the kitchen, but I am calling you from the living room. You are in the bathroom. I call you. What? Calling you on 16? Yeah. Otherwise I could not hear you. With all these frequencies, there's only one frequency you can listen to. Relax. I know, but I think it's silly. And I just wanted to tell you that. Yeah, now we know. Yeah. Alright. Alright. New diesel. There's a tank truck. $506 liters of diesel at a price of $187. And in Helgoland I pay $1.17, so that is 70 cents per liter. So I paid 950 euros. I have to be careful, otherwise my fender will stick between the piles. So, ready. So, now it is official. Thank you very much, Laboe. Thank you very much for the hospitality. And off we go. Let's have a look. No boats outside. Nothing there. Alright. The Stena line is coming in. The pilot is heading towards him. Where is it? Stena Germanica. Yeah. But that is 4 nautical miles from me. You know what I will do? I will cross the river, and then we head on our side. We head to the locks, and we will pick up a ticket over there. Man, I have not recorded it, but I have made several circles to find out where this ticket machine is. Now, well, I found it now. It is hidden behind the trees. Well, even if you have a fender plank, then that will not help. Well, perhaps. Kasse. Yeah, that was exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for the Kasse. Okay. I've got my ticket. I-24. I. All right. €18. Yeah. Ready. The last time that I entered the Kiel Canal locks, the remote control of my thruster did not work, so I will check them now. It works. Okido, okido, okido. So at least we do not have any stress the moment that we enter the lock. In the soft in the software I am using, you can draw alarm zones. So I drew an alarm zone for the area where you have to wait as recreational boater.
Long lock starboard side, alongside, and keep a safe distance to the motorvessel Caroline.
We are allowed to enter, and I am lucky because I have prepared my starboard side, and we must moor on the starboard side. I bought my ticket at 8:50. It is 9:50 at the moment. So we waited 1 hour. But yeah, it takes a while before you have these vessels into the lock with their enormous weight and the speed. Slow, 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 slow. I have to be aware that the moment that I am in the lock, I also have to connect a line on the bow, because when Caroline is leaving, there will be some prop wash, I guess, even if she goes out slow. I think it is so silly that you have to step off the boat, bring a line through a ring. Let's see, we have the wind on the bow. Yeah, I think that I have enough room for Caroline, so one line is enough. Man, what a climb. So, I now have one line over here. I will show you if I can. And that is easy to release. It's through a ring, and there it is. And I do not have to climb the ladder anymore. We are allowed to go between the boats. Say that again? Yeah. Please leave the locks now. Well, off we go. There is some prop wash from Carolyn. So I have to be aware of that. Carolyn, can you please switch off the prop if possible? Okay, no problem with the prop wash. Slowly. Hey, my rear camera starts. Oh, is out of focus. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the Nord OstSee Kanal, or Kieler Canal. That is what most people used to say. Oh man! Yeah, chilly. We are on the canal, so we have to switch from knots to kilometers. Let's see, properties, regional, speed in kilometers per hour, distance in kilometers. Hop, ready, and the speed at the moment at 1900 RPM is 11.9 kilometers per hour. The document says, PDF document of the Nord OstSee Kanal for recreational boaters. It says you must not exceed the 12 kilometers per hour maximum speed. And between you and I, if you do not mention it to anybody, perhaps we will speed up a little bit more, just to stay in front of these large vessels. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's on YouTube, idiot. Everybody sees it. Yes, but for the moment. Cuckoo. front of us we have the Levensauer Hochbrücke, and the first one is the Neue Levensauer Hochbrücken. And the one next to it is the Alte, the old one, the Alte Levensauer Hochbrücke. You would not have guessed, I think so, but I call it 15 minutes to 11, coffee time. Yes. I suggest you pause the video, you grab something to drink and or to eat, and then let's enjoy this joyful moment together. Cheers! Two ships are coming towards us, and one ship is waiting in front of us. A couple of days ago I was bound for Laboe, and then I saw at sea on my AIS dredging vessels Vlaanderen 7 and 8. These are the dredging vessels that dredge the Kieler Canal. So let's slow down at the real dredging works. Otherwise we would create such a wash, and that is not nice. Of course, I read in the pilot about the Rendsburger Hochbrücke, the flying ferry. And the first time when I saw it, I thought, why is it that they have this ferry floating through the air and not just on the water? On top of the bridge there is a train rail. So yeah, the engineers thought, we do not dig a tunnel, we build a bridge, and then over that bridge we have a train, and under that bridge we will have a flying ferry. Very special. I have not been in many countries, of course, the countries in Europe, but this is the only flying ferry that I have seen. But perhaps in your country it is regular. It is seen many times. So please let me know in the comments if you have a flying ferry also in your country. And please mention the name of the city, village where it is. I have to pay attention to Dongeborg. Dongeborg. This is the motor yacht behind you, Lady Liselot. Kiel Canal 3 for Lady Liselot.
Hier ist Kiel Kanal 3, war das Lady Liselot?
Yeah, and good afternoon, sir. I am the motor yacht behind the Dongeborg vessel, and I see that it slows down. Have you heard if it will moor over here on the piles?
Landung 7, Kiel Kanal. Einmal zu Peter the Great. Ja, und da, Sie fahren ja hinter dem Tonnenstrich, ne? An der Böschung lang.
We will continue our journey.
Lady Liselot, Kiel Kanal 3 again.
Lady Liselot responds.
Yes, the vessel Dongeborg is waiting in the hiding berth, and you can proceed.
Yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. On the horizon I see the other boat heading towards us. Now I understand. Thank you very much. I will proceed. Stand by. Over there. He is just waiting for the enormous vessel in front of us. Yeah, I did not know. So yeah, why is the pilot not responding on channel 3, but perhaps they have their own channel? I'm not familiar with that. Anyhow, it worked fine. In wenigen Momenten, wir werden nach Steuerbord abbiegen und dann verlassen wir die Nord OstSee Kanal. So, I practiced some German, and what what I intended to say is that we leave the Nord OstSee Kanal. Just a little Liselot Canal, and then on the Y, just 1 kilometer from now, it becomes Eider, and then we have the Liselot locks. It is just a couple of minutes before 3 o'clock. So, let me think what to do. I can moor over here and then continue tomorrow. Yes, you can. It is Wednesday now. Westerly winds, 23 knots. Still. I need 2 days, I think, to cross the Eider. Then it will be Friday, 23 plus winds from the north. Saturday, 23 plus winds from the north. And then it slows down at 5 o'clock. Okay. And on Sunday, there's a little bit wind. So, let me think. It's Wednesday now, and on Sunday is the best day to cruise towards Helgoland. So that is Thursday, Friday. Then somewhere I have to wait. Yeah, I think on the inner Eider. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I have time enough. So I can moor over here. There is no weather window tomorrow or the day after that I really need to pick to go to Helgoland, because the first opening, as far as I can see it on the wind finder at now, is Sunday. Let's back up a little bit so I can pick up that cleat. Yeah, and I want also some, I have no idea what happens later today, if there are more boats coming. And I want enough room to leave. So this is a nice spot. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think the cleat is next to mine. 3 o'clock. Well, past. 10 minutes past 3 o'clock. So, we left Laboe this morning. We waited for 1 hour at the locks. There's movement in the water, and the boat proves it. Oh, what is possible is that the boats which I joined when we went through the locks, they were behind me, are passing, and I cannot see it, but then they move a lot of water, of course. I think that is the reason. Oh yeah, water movement of the boats. Otherwise, perhaps there's an earthquake or a tsunami. Cannot tell at the moment. You will read it in the newspaper if the last one is the case. So, you watched until the end, so I guess you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Alright, and how about this then? Will I see you in the next video? Alright then, bye bye. This is a quiet place, eh? Yeah. I think that I will have another cup of coffee and enjoy this spot.